love it, boys. You swerve.
Alex.
And today we're here doing episode 6 of Severance, right? 6 or 7?
6, I believe.
So yeah, 6. Episode 6 of Severance review. Now this is a lot.
OD amount.
This is a shit ton to talk about. So I'm putting my phone down. And I'm jumping straight to the point.
Yes. Well, shit. I think before anything, I know I say it every episode. This was by far I've said it a lot. I know I keep saying it. This is finally by far my favorite episode.
Until next week drops. To episode 7 drops.
Yeah, okay. Maybe. But as of right now,
bro, there's so much to get to. I think I want to start with, let's do Dylan first. He's a quicker one to get through.
Which is funny because Dylan's probably the least, and it's still so much.
Bro, the Dylan
it's still
shit,
so fucking much.
So for what it's worth, this doesn't really focus that much on Dylan, but it does kind of put for now, a footnote on the Dylan meeting his Audie's wife thing, and then, it got to the climax of that scene because they ended up kissing and making out. So like it kind of hinted that they were kind of feeling each other. And but when they were about to do it, I was feeling so uncomfortable and that's what makes the show so good because again, the premise, right? Because there's so much to discuss on the scene of what if your Audie's wife loves you and you love her? What does that mean? You get what I'm saying? And they showed it, and I talk to my girl, I watch my girl, and I'm like, is that cheating? I feel like, okay, watch this. I feel like she cheated, but Mark isn't. You get what I'm saying? But Mark didn't. So Mark, he had sex with Helena thinking it's Helly. That is not the same of Dylan's wife. They both knowingly know this is not supposed to. Well, Dylan.
She for me, the only reason I'd say she cheated, if even,
no,
I would
say she
did it. In my opinion, I can't see it as that. But the reason I won't be like, no, you're tripping, is because from your perspective, and from her perspective, everybody's perspective, literally. She's did that with him because he's not who she knows, her.
But
because
that's not,
she's not Dylan.
And that goes. That's to me. This is why the premise is so fascinating, because that's what's gonna divide people. Is all right, what would you do? You have your wife, right? Severance exists, whatever, and then your wife says oh my God, I just had the best sex with your Innie. Oh, it was amazing. Would you be like, oh man, that's fucking dope, good shit? Or would you be like, wait, what the fuck did you just say?
Maybe I'm childish, but I'd be like, damn, my Innie bagged you too at that point. You get me? No matter what I am, you love me. I feel
so you're on the fence of, that's perfect. That's totally okay. You're on the fence of your Innie is you, and but the Innies don't feel that way. They're like, we're our own people. Yeah, that's the whole premise of the show.
Which is why.
And to tie it into, to quickly just tie in two different scenes, that's why that scene with Burt and Burt and his husband, when they were like, hey, the reason why I wanted Burt to do the severance is because I wanted him to go to heaven, and the church agreed that
I can't wait
Innies have, that's a whole bunch of shit. But that's the divide in humanity. Do Innies deserve rights? Are they their own people, or are they you? Do you control them? And that premise is always sprinkled around the entire show, and right here they found a perfect way to tie it in all together again. Because it's to me, I look at it as cheating. I'm like, yo, because I look at Innie as that's not me. This is my body, but we're not the same person. And scientifically proven, you can see they're not the same people. Mark S ain't Innie Mark. Helena isn't Helly. You get what I'm saying? The two Dylans aren't the same. One is a fuck up. One is somebody is a brave person trying to always self-improve.
How do you explain that you're making? I'm thinking about it. I don't think I thought deep enough about just how serious that was until you're saying that.
Yeah, and it's tough. And it's also I do sympathize with the wife. It's bro, I love you, but this version of you is it's just this is the person who I know is deep inside of you.
Yeah, this is who I fell in love with. That's why I think I can't see that scene, because she's I think this is me assuming for her. She's looking at damn, this is the you I fell in love with. What happened, or some shit? Because she fell in love with Dylan. So to see that is kind of the old you. You get me? I think I would be as hurt as if my wife told me I miss the old you. You get me? That's the difference. I don't give a fuck about you.
I think we're assuming that was always. I don't know if Outie Dylan,
if it ever was like that.
If he was ever like that,
that's also me. Very You're right.
Yeah, so that's tough. that Innie Irving is dead. So it's like if you believe that Innie Irving is dead, then you have to believe in that she cheated.
That's different.
That she cheated.
I think because you've been saying for the last like every episode literally that you love how they keep, they're constantly acknowledging the fact that Severance happened, like that concept. And this is the first time they're developing they're like on the concept of like, what if someone liked your Innie more than your Outie? Like, what if they keep haven't done that with anybody?
They could completely like keep like focusing on the mystery of Lumon, and they don't always. It's always the mystery of Lumon and the premise of the show, Severance.
It's never just one or the other.
Never just one,
which is super dope.
So I did. I literally got uncomfortable watching the thing. I'm like, oh, why are you doing that? But I get it. I'm like, why are you doing that to Dylan? That's fucked up. And that gets tied in with the wife basically saying to Outie Dylan, like she lied to him saying he got cancer, which I'm assuming means she's not going there no more, or it could be interpreted with her lying to him, like, oh, I got cancer, don't worry about it, but she's gonna keep on going on the low. I don't believe that's gonna happen. I'm hoping that she realized, like, all right, today it went too far and I had to stop it now. If not, it could fuck up her whole relationship.
I don't think that's the case. I think she's gonna keep going back.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, because the manner in which she lied was more of a hiding and not like a regretful one. It was not. It didn't seem regretful. Okay. It seemed like nothing happened. Like, no, they didn't say. You get me?
I see that too.
She didn't think. She didn't like think it through or anything. She was like, oh no, they just canceled that shit.
Yeah, so like, that's tough. We want to see how that goes. Because, like, if Dylan finds out, which Lumon could play into that, because Lumon's always recording, so Lumon could play into that. Show Outie Dylan, like, this is what your wife is doing. Like let's say Innie Dylan is doing too much. Like he's finding too much shit out. And like, listen, if you keep on like fucking with us, I'm gonna show your Outie version of what you're doing to his wife, and he's gonna quit this shit, and you're gonna be dead. So stop fucking around. They could do that, and that's some Lumon shit to do, and that's some smart shit. That's what I would do. I'm like, once Dylan did that, if I was him, like, I got you, bro. I got you by the balls, because right now I can basically kill you, because your husband is your husband, your Outie version is not gonna. I wouldn't be cool with that shit. Like, what you mean when I clock into work, I'm really making out with my, like, what the fuck? And my wife is lying to me. Like, it's different. She was real. Like, hey, this what happened. She's lying to me. So, like, that could fuck up everything. So, we'll see where that goes. We'll put a pin in that. You want to go jump into the Irving and Burt thing? We want to go to the Mark thing. Mark and Helly and Mark's situation.
I would have went Irving and Burt last if it wasn't for how the episode ended. And I want to speak about all of Mark and all of Helly together, yeah. So, let's go to Irving and Burt. First thing first, I want to acknowledge, no homophobic stuff at all, I swear. But because of Dylan and his girl kissing and shit, and then Helly and Mark having sex, I was like, yo, this is a sexual episode. Please don't show me two old ass men having sex. No weird, nothing crazy.
What if it was like hot?
Wow. Then hey, shit. I'm just saying, if it is, fuck it. Nah, but I was like, I'll watch it, I guess. I should have gone like, I'll watch it, I guess.
It's better than fucking seeing Mark's brain get.
Yo, deadass. Pardon me. Yeah, give me the two men fucking over that brain again, bro. I don't want to see that shit.
So we go with Irving is obviously taking up Burt's offer to go to dinner, and this to me, this interaction, this conversation, this everything, like flipped so much of what's going on. So I don't even know where can I just get your thoughts on that? Because that to me is such interesting.
The fact that this is happening while someone's rummaging through Irving's house just added so much more significance.
There's no way it's a coincidence.
No, not at all. Added so much significance to just the existence of their relationship. Because now I'm fully under. First thing first. What's Burt's husband's name again?
I forgot his husband's
name. Whatever. Let's call him fucking.
Burt's husband.
Burt's husband. Fuck it. Burt's husband. He knows a lot. Yes. He knows a lot, and so does Burt. But Burt, whatever it is.
Burt's hiding things from both people.
Burt's hiding things from both people, but Burt's husband knows a lot.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it was like a coincidence. I think it was a slip of tongue, that 20 years shit.
Well, it was. I don't. Yeah, I'm with you because this was sold it for me. He did a 20 years thing.
Mm-hmm.
Irving said, if you guys obviously you guys know we're talking about the episode. Irving says, didn't the Severance program start 12 years ago?
Yeah.
And then Burt tells his husband, like, I think you should lay off the drinking.
And then he looks at him, he goes,
and he drinks more.
Yeah, he goes.
He's like, fuck out of here. So yeah, there's a lot. So you can tell that Burt's husband he's fed up with this. Yeah. He's like, yo, I'm tired of dealing with this shit. We try to figure out a way. We thought, in his head, I'm like, because he said, I'm not crazy. He said, I know it sounds like I'm mad. I think he said mad like the English version, right? Not like he's mad, like he's angry, but mad like crazy. Yeah. So he said, like, I know what I'm saying is not crazy. And I feel him like, yo, like, we're both gay. You didn't want to go to hell because of the religious context of whatever. Yeah. Once the Severance program happened and our church said that Innies would go to heaven, they're their own soul basically, we decided to let's do that so at least half of you can go, right? So that's to me, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. And then to find out that your Innie is one, cheating on you, and two, now like everything that we did this for doesn't make sense because now you're gonna go to hell again.
You're going to hell or heaven with someone else. Like your Innie is not even gonna want to.
And then he fucking said it. He said, and he said, what he said. He said, yeah, and I want you to go to heaven, but with me. You get what I'm saying? So he emphasized that point. And that's a ridiculous concept for him.
You know that it was such a fucking crazy topic, and for them to talk about because from the start I'm like, yeah, your husband's an asshole. I don't fuck with your husband right now. And then as it was going on, I was like, yo, low key. You got the dirty, bro. I get it.
Yeah, you got finesse.
You got finesse to Burt. You're kind of an asshole for that, yo. Like, this really turned the script on Burt because I don't trust Burt at all now.
Do you think Burt was ever severed?
Yo, I'm not going to lie. I never even considered that until now. You just blew my fucking mind, bro.
Yeah, it's tough.
I
think he
that might
is,
be.
But like, I don't know.
He is, but I think he's a lot more in touch.
If he was working with Lumon for 20 years, right? He said 20 years. We said we was having drinks with your Lumon partner 20 years ago. What Lumon partner? Was Burt like a fucking freaking Lumon just fucking everybody sees? what Lumon partner were you speaking about 20 years ago? So he spent 8 years at Lumon prior to the Severance thing. It's interesting. I wonder what Lumon was before Severance. Was this their first time ever speaking of the time period Severance? I thought maybe I'm just missing it. Maybe I misheard it.
They've said multiple
it's a
times.
Newer.
They've said many times Lumon's been around for.
Lumon, yes. I'm talking about the Severance program.
Yeah, they've mentioned that's very recent.
Okay.
New. They've mentioned that's very new. That it's only now catching traction in that. Well, not now, but it's now getting real traction in that world. Like it's thing. But they've I don't think they've ever mentioned the exact 12 period. Years. Yeah, I don't think they ever mentioned that. And on top of that, this is the first time we have anybody that's been around long enough that's verbally said it and has been participating. You get me, like Cole Bell, all them shits, whatever the fuck. I assume they were around, or at least they were some part of it. But for someone inside, it's the first time I'm hearing that he was there because he had previously. Burt's a liar, right? Because he had previously said Innie had said he was in there for 6 years or something like that.
I do remember that.
So he's a liar.
Well, maybe he's not lying. Maybe he's like
one of them's lying.
No, I don't think if we're assuming that Burt's always been severed, I don't think that his Innie could have been true because he could have started the Severance program 6 years ago. He could have been working at Lumon, like the Outie Burt could have been working at Lumon for 20 plus years, and then did the Severance program for 6 years. And Burt would only know that. You get what I'm saying? Like any Burt would only know, like I've been
only
working
6 years.
Yeah. So it could be that. I seen theories online saying that he might be a spy. People call him a Lumon spy.
I think so. I agree with that.
Yeah, so
only because of what you said, I'm like, it makes sense. Because his I don't know.
It's tough, and
I don't get it.
I wonder. And did you look or pause at anything when the I think it's Helena's brother because she called him father. She said father. The guy that went through Irving's apartment. The same guy that interviewed Milchek. The same guy that was talking to Helena one-on-one. And in that, when he was talking to Helena one-on-one, he said father would not be pleased. But it could have been like religious father. Like maybe, I don't know how to refer to him. I'm assuming that's his brother. But did you pause when he was looking through the stuff?
I didn't pause. But I was looking. I was paying attention, but I didn't pause.
I didn't find anything OD, but I just
I'm trying
just
to think.
couple. I looking for names.
I know for a fact that with the page he stopped on had Dylan on it,
Yeah, I saw that.
and it had, I think it had Burt, but I'm not sure. But I know Dylan for a fact. I can't remember anybody else. That Dylan stood out the most to me because I saw it underline something, so he knows of Dylan. You get me? And real like in person, Dylan, as far as I'm concerned, or we're concerned, Dylan doesn't know about Irving.
Yeah.
So why does Irving have Dylan specifically?
Irving is the
He
most.
had a lot of people.
I never thought there'd be a more interesting character than Mark, but Irving is OD interesting, bro.
Irving is the because he was like the most tapped in. He was like, "Yo, what are we doing? Let's get to work. We work here." Da, da, da. For him, out of all people, like the first 2 episodes, 3 episodes, him to end up being the most about that action outside.
I still want to know who the fuck is he talking to? Because I would assume that you would assume when you first hear, you would assume that the person he's talking to works for the same people or maybe works with the girl that Mark is working with. Yeah. But you would assume that she would tell Mark, like, "Yo, I'm working with your coworker Irving, who have no idea who it is."
But she's kept a lot of things from him up until now.
But yeah, it's the Gemma's thing.
Yeah,
and even my man, what's my man name from season 1? His first coworker that passed away.
Oh yeah, I can't remember his name. I forgot.
I forgot, but even him, like,
I'm waiting for his kid to make a comeback. I think I hope she's still some type, even if it's just a tiny bit. I want to see her relevant in a little bit.
So
I can't remember his name right now, but I think he has a lot more to the story still. I don't think he's done. First and foremost, I know he's passed away. I know he's dead. He's gonna come back, and like in terms of flashbacks, his presence, not like come back as a thing. His presence, like him, he's gonna be stories recalling him will be told or something regarding him. In my opinion, is gonna come back because there was still so much that he knew, right? Because you have to understand they were in contact probably still for at least a little bit.
Yeah.
After he got unsevered or whatever the fuck was that word?
Unsevered. Yeah.
It was that. So yeah, unsevered. You can't just mention, like after knowing everything that we've seen these people go inside, like no inside and outside, there's no way the one guy who had both consciousness, even if it was, he was fucking with him, it's just nothing, we don't learn anything else from him. There's got to be something else we get from him. I fully believe that.
Yeah. So you want to tap in now to did we cover everything on the?
No, Milchek, important as fuck.
Holy fuck, I forgot Milchek, because he wasn't there for that long an episode, but he had there
for that long, but his shit was important.
Give me thoughts on the Milchek thing.
I think, bro, they got him, like, I don't know. He's breaking. Yes. I don't know what's gonna happen, but he's breaking. That whole part of him talking about, like, whatever, dubious, and he kept saying, and like, when he said to the girl, first thing first, what the fuck program were they talking about with her?
I don't know.
So I still don't know if she's severed or not. If she's both ways, scary as shit.
I thought they were saying like promotion, like your promotion.
Yeah, but no, she's part of a program that she needs to graduate from or something.
It could be the same program that Milchek was in. Maybe Milchek. I assume that
that's scary, nigga. Because listen to this. Let's imagine she's not severed. Why is such a young ass child part of this?
Cult shits, bro.
Yeah, that's weird.
No, I assume that. I'm with you. That's crazy.
I'm saying, but like that's freaky as fuck.
Hell yeah.
And then if she is severed, why the fuck is a child severed, bro? She's like what, 12?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I would assume that she's not severed only because now that we know it's only been 12 years of it being a thing. Mm-hmm. Like I would think that I'm thinking, well, this is some crazy cult, and there's some people that and I don't think like Milchek is not severed in my opinion. Cobell's not severed in my opinion.
I don't think Severance in itself existed only 12 years. It's been released to the public for 12 years.
The Severance program.
Yeah, but like people could have been.
That's true. That's true.
Scientists are definitely working. You don't just like, oh, by the way, I have an idea, and then it happened.
Hey, Miss Cobell's been absent in episodes, and she's not done.
So
she's gonna come back in a big way. Oh man, fuck.
I know this is a reach. I would love for Cobell to become like an anti-hero. Like
you're not working for both sides, but like, hey, well, you scratch my back, I scratch yours, type shit.
Like, we got different things.
Like I want to see Helena. I love Lumon, but fuck Helena. So yeah, I'll give her a little bit of information on her, type shit. I'm with that. And then
Milchek, he's straying further away from what I think.
He could just break and just you never know what happened.
I want to know so bad about him. I want to know everything about you. I want to know literally. The story's so good. That's why I say the story's so good. But Milchek and Cobell, I want to know. I want to know about them more than
because they have the most ties to the deepest. Like, if the more you learn about them, the deeper you learn about Lumon.
That's why. That's 100% why. Like, I want to know more about Lumon, but via them. I want them to be the one. Whatever it is, I want to know about them and their ties first. Then give me all the juice shit.
Yeah. So I feel like the big thing, because we're at episode 6. I think it's only 10 episodes this season. I think we're gonna end at the door. They keep hinting at the door. You know what I'm saying? So I think the door is gonna be the big thing this season. Whatever that
they
leads
start going
to.
down, they start fucking changing again. I'm like, yo, what's happening?
I don't know. But yeah, let's get to Helly, Helena, and Mark. So during this episode in the office, we have a scene where Mark finally tells Helly about that they had sex.
The bathroom, actually.
And the funny ass scenes they were talking about. The way that Mark was just being mad funny doing that shit.
He's like, yeah, like we procreated. And she was like, huh? Like, we had sex. And he's like, damn, you fucked.
Oh, I forgot. I was going to say this.
She was like, you fucked, what's it called? Who was it?
Helena.
No. Before. She thought that he was talking about someone else at first.
Oh, I forgot. Bell, right? I forgot what she was talking about, but yeah.
Oh, Jem, he was like, you fucked Miss Casey? Like, she was like, the fuck? I think she was going to take it back. Like, that's crazy. He was like,
bro, what would you do? This is the concept I thought of yesterday when I was with my girl. What would you do? Because unprotected sex. What would you do if Mark got her? Whose baby is that? That's like I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it in the world, in this real world. If this existed, and my Innie had sex with somebody else's Innie, and I got her pregnant, and then my Innie found out that her Outie is gonna be the mother, I'd be like, yo, ain't no way you gonna steal my kid like that. And even like, let's say, fuck that. Even let's say the Innie one who's pregnant is like, no, this is my child. Like, what you gonna take my kid? You're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, that would be mind-boggling to me.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Everything about this is just so cultish.
The only way it would do it if it's like the way Mark is doing his integration.
Yeah.
We basically, I'm assuming that at the end of Mark's integration, he's kind of be like one with his person. Because like, they're both switching, like, they're both doing it. You get what I'm saying? It's not like Outie Mark is the only one that's experiencing the integration. It's also Innie Mark. So I'm assuming that if this is perfected, whenever Mark, whenever his thing is completed, he would be just one Mark. But I don't know.
So let me just, because I'm not going to forget, actually. About just that, that's a crazy-ass concept. I have no answer for that. About whose kid it would be. Get this shit out my face. I have no idea. That's ridiculous.
Too much stress.
That's too much. I literally got stressed. I was like, what the fuck? I'm getting dizzy off of that. Nah. That shit's crazy. I think, I'm trying to think. That's a crazy-ass fucking, like, concept. Because imagine that is part of the cult thing, right? Like, she wanted to do that. To fuck with her Innie, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
That would be crazy, but I can't imagine that's the case for the sake of story writing purposes. Right? Like, that be that big of a deal? Like, her pregnant?
You think that wouldn't be a big deal?
No. I'm saying, like, they wouldn't do that.
They wouldn't do that.
If they did it, it'd be a big deal. But I don't think they're gonna. Like, that's not a big deal to worry about as a theory for me. I'm like, I really doubt they'll do that. But if they did, and someone made a really good case for it, I'd be like, oh, shit. But I just can't imagine that being the case. But that is an interesting, like,
concept, like a moral.
Like, that is crazy. That would be, like, that would fit in with the show in terms of, like, yo, what the fuck would you do? The Severance part, like, what the fuck is this now? But I just, maybe I'm being a pussy. Because that would make me sad. I'm like, fuck.
That would be like a lot. Yeah, I don't know. Let's continue. So they
So that, you know, he tells her she feels weird. At first, I felt really bad. I was like, damn, she feels like she kind of got
violated.
Even if she liked him, like, I had no control. Like, you had your way with my body. Now you had your way, but, you know, you, like...
No, she had a way with my body.
She had a way with my body, and I had no control over that. Yeah. Like, I just don't, like... When I'm not here, you can just do whatever. That is sickening. And then it was more like a...
I'm going to take control over my situation.
Pardon. That's what it ended up being. It was a she had a thing. At first, I thought it was a him.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. Because she was like, whatever. They didn't want to touch me. Like, damn. She probably feels like he, like, you know... Like, you should have known. That's... You had sex with me, and that wasn't even me. I feel you or whatever. That's what I thought it was at first. I was like, fuck, that's tough for her. I feel bad. And then when she was like, she took that away from me, I was like, oh
Yo, Mark might be. Mark turned into a. Oh, it says Mo. Mark turned into a fucking player. Mark might be the first seventh dude with 2 bodies, bro.
Yo.
I think he was I don't think he might be the first because
he's the first man to ever get a 2-in-1 in terms of that.
Yes.
Ever.
Fuck the same body got 2. No, fuck the same body got 2 bodies. Like he the first person ever. Yo, no, Mark got OD Riz, bro. To Riz 2 different people off your aura is insane, son. And then got one of them looking for your other wife. Like, yo, we're not done here. We're getting all my girls together.
One of them was like, yo, she kissed him? I want some of that. She got some of that? Then I was like, wait, she got that? Get the
Give
fuck
me
over
that.
here. She's like, look, a tattoo. We can do this. Yo, he got it. Yo,
Mark OD Riz.
He's been bagging bitches the whole fucking show.
OD Riz,
got
bro.
Gemma, Miss Casey.
And Cobell, Loki, like, Mark,
yo,
I love you, boy.
Was like, yo, you ever need...
Oh, and what's her name? Debbie's her friend, season 1.
Hold on. Yo, you're spitting.
Yo, Mark is a Riz god.
Yo, listen to how crazy this is. Her, Helly, and Helly and Helena. That's 3. We're gonna count that as 3. Miss Cobell, low key, you can say.
But Miss Cobell will give it up if Mark wanted to.
Miss Casey and Gemma. He bagged both.
I forgot Miss Casey was low-key feeling dude.
She was like,
I love the time I spent time with you.
She said, out of the 160 hours I've been alive, the 8 hours spent with you are the best ever. She said, yo, that was...
Mark got crazy Riz.
I like that, yo. My fault, Mark S.
Okay, they all getting some. Dylan getting some.
Dylan getting
Irving
some.
was getting some. Yo, Riz.
They got busy, love.
MD Riz, bro. That's what the R stand for. MD Riz, bro.
MD Riz, that's crazy.
All right.
Mad Dangerous Riz. That's just...
Mad
That's just lethal.
Hide your bitch, Marcus. Marcus wildin', bro.
Hide your bitch. You better hope Irving not dead. And you gotta hide your niggas too, bro.
So that scene leads to they're walking around like a little schoolgirl couple.
Yeah,
like,
yo, that should have me a little.
He just did that, right?
A little giddy. I was like, yo,
Mark said, "Fuck, I'm pulling you in this wall. Give me this kiss, baby."
Yeah.
Then you see the nosebleed. So you see that Mark is dealing with his physical body.
Yo, my soul exited my body. Yo, that just reminded me, because this, in my opinion, maybe I'm jumping the gun a little bit, but I think I'm riding carefully. Pause. This whole episode confirmed for me that everything that we're seeing happened in the past already.
Yes.
We're currently in Mark's head right now. He's reliving memories that we just never witnessed. Like that confirmed it. So his Innie, is having those things, but that's him. He just really was like, what the fuck? I mean, this didn't happen like this.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Like
okay. Oh my God. That's good. Remember when Mark's first integration happened and we spoke about how would it work? And I said the best way for this to work is Mark only gets the memories of when he's doing the little thing. Mm-hmm. And what happened?
That's exactly what it is.
Like when it flashed to Outie Mark, he was sitting down in the chair with the integration happening. So that's good to know.
That's just fine. Like, to me, that because I assumed, and what I thought was based on good foundation. But this is completely different. What I thought you were 100%. Like, you get me? Not that I didn't think you were gonna be right, but you were 100% on the dot with that. It's exactly that. Like, he's only tapped in with those memories when he's in this chair. That's how it works. That's the perfected thing. When she flooded that shit and started getting closer, and he started.
That was insane, bro.
That shit had. By the way, I told you.
Pardon me, real quick.
And then
the flooding.
They started flooding. She started flooding the thing.
I was freaked out during that scene.
He was like, "Fuck no, I ain't doing all that." He dipped. What happened? He went. He was like, "I need food." Yo, Helena's part, and this is such a good part. She is
stigmatized, bro. Mark was laying that shit down in that tent.
Dick down. There's just no way about it. Yo, you're a freaky ass bitch. She walked up like, hey, I think I know. Bitch, you know them.
Yo, Mark was like,
yeah, like,
me?
Who the fuck is this bitch? Yo, he has no idea.
Oh, he did. He
had an idea. He knew who she was, but why are you there? That whole thing was so fucking. It was like low key. I'm trying to. How do I put it without sounding stupid? It was like low key. I forgot how important she was for a second, and how he's like looking at her and learning like, yo, you bitch. Like I actually talked. Like they kind of hit it off at first, and then she started saying shit. He was like, yo, you're evil. That shit started sinking into my head too. I'm like, yo, You're crazy, bro.
Oh, car crash, right?
Yeah, she's like, what is her name? Yeah, your wife,
so
Emma.
young.
He was like, Gemma. She was like, yeah, Gemma.
That was her name, right?
Yeah.
So young.
That was weird. That was weird.
Yeah.
Why are you saying it like that? Why do you know this? Why are you talking to me? I don't believe you. You're working for a weird organization. I know that your organization has my wife. Why are you bringing up my wife like this? Yo.
I don't know.
I feel like that confirmed. Like, we already knew. That double, triple, quadruple, fucking quintuple confirmed. You fucks are doing something with my wife,
I wonder
bro.
if Mark could put 2 and 2 together that Helena is in love with him. Because if he could do that, then he can use her. He can play into that scene like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Keep laying that shit down. Like,
yeah.
And this, hey, I don't know. When girls are stigmatized, shit, you could take the whole bank account. And she said, I basically like run the company.
Yeah.
She basically flexing like, I do whatever you. I'm the big boy. You talking to the top
low
dog.
key, it was like she was flirting, saying the wrong shit. Like, you should not be saying this to him. And he's like, you fucking dumbass. Are you crazy?
It goes back to the scene where we told her like she's in love with the like she wants to be Helly, in my opinion. Like she wants to be Helly, and Helly, you know what I'm saying? She hates her. I think she hates herself.
Yeah, maybe. I think so as well. I think so. I still don't. I think you told me about her father, in church with her father.
Yeah.
The first one looked sweet, but he called like a dumbass or something, some different language. And then definitely when he was talking to Helena, he was talking reckless, and she wasn't surprised. She was like, so I was like, oh, this is the usual.
Yeah.
So I genuinely do think that she's, I can't think of this character type. This character is like the villains and the bad people, but you're like, at the end of the day, bro, you can't blame them for that. Like she had no idea that she grew up in that. I think she's gonna become one of those. I think she was raised to think a certain way, whatever, but believe a certain belief. But she, by nature, I know. Yeah, this is perfect. I still think this whole I think a big ass theme of the show is nature versus nurture.
Yes.
And her nature, like your Innie is your nature, outside your nurture. Helly should be a confident. You got exuding presence. You got me like, I get what I want. You're like, fuck type character versus who she is in the outside. Yeah, where she's like a little
weirdo.
Yeah.
So then after that scene, Mark goes back to fuck this, put it all in. Let's do this right now.
She's like, I'm sorry for being an asshole.
And she juiced that boy up. That scene itself, I was like, oh my god, like he was getting flooded with so much shit.
Yo, that was the most disrespectful shit ever. They were like, you already have a hole there. I'm like, damn, I wonder how it looks. And then you show me it, bitch. I know I asked for that, but don't ever do that again in your life. Don't ever again show me a drilled hole in someone's head. That was disgusting.
So it fucks up because Debbie rings the doorbell.
Oh yeah, she was like, stop moving your head so much. First thing he does is, you fucking idiot, and then goes upstairs, doing whatever. And he was having like a little seizure. He's like, moving the things like, yeah. And then he's having flashbacks of Gemma sleeping with her, whatever. Yeah. And then Helly, because mind you, he looked at her. Oh, I forgot. When he looked at Helena, he had a little thing. He was like, that's why he had to leave. He was like, had a little flashback. He was like, what the fuck? Yeah. Went back, and then he saw himself fucking her. So now he knows. That's crazy. That's weird.
Yeah, and it's
that's so fucking fire.
I know.
I can't stand it.
And then it ends with Mark having a seizure.
Yeah, foaming out the mouth.
I was like, oh god.
She comes up. She's like, who the fuck are you?
This was the first episode too that it took place exactly after the episode previous. So I did a pre-check. So I wonder if it's gonna happen again.
You're right.
Where we take place at the seizure, and we'll see. We'll see.
Wait till Thursday for that shit, bro. That's ass.
I think we broke it down. I think we believe anything. No stones unturned. Right? We talked about everybody we had to talk about. My opinion, guys. If you guys enjoyed that, we'll see you guys next week. It's been your boy Swerve.
Alex.
Peace.